My name is Maxwell Frost.
Maxwell Frost.
Maxwell Frost.
Mr. Frost.
Maxwell Frost.
And this is my lead up. How old do you have to be to run for Congress? And I said, it says 25 years old in the Constitution. And then she said, well, it sounds like you're just on time. So I'm the congressman-elect for Florida's 10th congressional district. I think one of the main reasons why we were able to make history, being the youngest member of Congress coming in, we understood what we were getting ourselves into, and you can't take the first step in a journey if you don't know where you're going.
My body, my choice! Their body, their choice! My body, my choice! Their body, their choice!
Running for Congress isn't something that I calculated, you know. I was asked by some organizers here locally to run.
Hey, Ron DeSantis! Protect us now!
I knew I had to quit my job. I knew I had to do a lot of work.
Here with teaming up! And we're gonna end gun violence. You're DeSantis, we're losing 100 people a day due to gun violence.
So I think that you're going to have
Governor, we need you to take action on gun
Nobody
violence.
wants to hear from you.
Kids are dying in the street, Governor.
I think about the timeline of Gen Z. Coming up in what I call the mass shooting generation definitely has changed the way I think about politics. Columbine, Parkland, Pulse, Trayvon Martin, just 20 minutes away from me. I think that has given our generation this like righteous anger. We want to be a part of the solution, and that's why I'm proud to be a part of Gen Z. We want urgent, bold, transformational solutions now because we know the cost of not doing anything is far greater than the cost of waiting.
Hey everybody, we're out here canvassing today. I'm with Ray from my team.
Yo.
And we're about to launch a canvass. There's a ballot initiative here in Orange County, and we're trying to get people to vote yes on transportation. How are y'all doing? Sorry to interrupt. Just want to ask if you voted yet.
Canvassing is the most effective way of taking a non-voter and making them a voter. You go out in the community with volunteers, by yourself, with different folks, and you're knocking on doors and you're talking with people about your campaign. And it's a huge way to build power because nothing is more powerful than a person-to-person conversation. I'll be on your ballot. My name is Maxwell Frost. I'm running for Congress. I'll be the first Gen Z member of Congress, actually.
Okay.
Have you voted yet?
I voted for you. Yeah.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Our canvases had really large numbers too.
Hello everybody. Hope you voted.
I think when you have a good message and you get it out to everyone and it's accessible, that's how you win these elections. The months leading up were incredibly stressful. We had events every day. It was early mornings, late nights. Our supporters are really passionate about many different issues. Orlando's an incredibly diverse city.
This is one of the biggest events in Orlando. Orlando Pride, how we feeling?
Those last 2 weeks were also very difficult for me. I lost my grandma, who really raised me for the first 2 years of my life. I found out the morning of Pride. Like, it was right before the parade started, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna go home. But I had some friends from high school that were performing in the band. My grandma used to watch us practice. So when I told my friends, like, we were all crying because they all knew my grandma super well. And then I looked at them and I was like, damn, we gotta do the show. And it was great. You know, it was emotional. The week leading up, I was waking up pretty early, probably like 7, 8 a.m., getting ready, out the door. Every morning I have to take a shower because I have black people hair. So like if I wake up in the morning, I have nappy and curly hair, it's all messed up, and the only way I could leave and my hair be okay is by taking a shower. So if I ever, you know, slept in a little bit more or slept in late, I remember I've done like interviews on my phone while I'm in the shower, just kind of turning it off and on while I'm doing the interview. We did a bunch of different interviews and press conferences. We did an interview with Teen Vogue. We had a crew following us to really document what was going on. We had very long nights, so I tried my best to get a good night of sleep to make sure that I was showing up as my 100% self. The week leading up to the election, I played drums a lot because it's incredibly important to me. My entire life, I've been very passionate about two things, like politics and movement work and music. Going home and being able to play the drums. A lot of people think about self-care as doing something outside of your work, which is incredibly important, but I think it's important to find ways you can put it in your work. You know, in our campaign, music was always a part of all of our events. We'd have drums and that cultural joy, and that allowed me to take a breather in my workspace with something that I loved.
about to finish my speech that I'm giving in 3 minutes.
I grew up doing speech competitions. Because of the amount of speeches I give and the fact that we don't have a huge team, I usually just put down bullet points to really help me stay on message. When I'm sitting down to write a speech, I'm thinking about Future Max, and I try to give Future Max a good, guide or map to the way the speech should look and the points we want to get across. But usually it's up to Future Max, when I'm giving the speech, to really decide what is the vibe of the room. How do I want to make people feel in this moment?
Getting my haircut with Chris Barber.
What's up? What's up?
Big day tomorrow, so I just need to look fresh. So Chris was nice enough to come out here to the campaign office. Time is super precious right now. I got to be up at 4 a.m. So really excited. I have a lot of feelings right now, but just thinking about this fresh cut. Well, tomorrow's election day. Got a bunch of events we're doing today. We're having a bunch of meetings. I'm just trying to figure out what's next if we win. And still feeling all the emotions in the world, to be honest. But I'm hopeful that we're going to win this thing. And I really want to do a good job. So just thinking through just everything, right? The office, the staff. Like, there's so much that has to happen in such a short amount of time. It feels like there's just not enough hours in the day. All right, we're out here this morning, 5 a.m. lit drop. Woo! Letting young people know that they gotta go vote. So we're making it so when young people wake up this morning here at UCF, they already have literature, they know it's election day, and that they go vote.
The youth vote is incredibly important, and we saw this was the second record-breaking year for the midterms with the youth vote, because they want a world to live in, right? They want to live free of gun violence, they want everyone to have healthcare. So I think it's only gonna get better from here. Only half of Gen Z is old enough to vote right now, and we're still hitting these high numbers, right? The youngest Gen Zer is like 13. So I'm really excited about the future of this country because young people are really stepping up.
All right, doing a lit drop, going door to door. Let me see if I can do it.
We met up at a college university here, UCF, to put literature on the college dorm room. So that way students, when they woke up, would say, see that it was election day, we needed them to vote. And I thought there would be like 8 people, but we showed up and there was like 25, 30 people there. Really excited. The energy that early in the morning, which I was pretty tired, but everyone else's energy woke me up.
All right, so we spoke at a few churches this morning, just encouraging folks to go out and vote. Here with my mom. We're getting breakfast at Oli's. You excited for food?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're hungry.
Well, throughout the day, there were a lot of things going through my mind. Number one, always having water, always staying hydrated because I get a lot of cotton mouth. So that was something I was always thinking about. Just making sure that I was eating right, eating foods that wouldn't upset my stomach. I got tummy problems. And so just making sure that I was being healthy and being good about the day. And then also just making sure that I was keeping my energy up the whole time. The day was jam-packed from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. when the party started.
How's everybody doing? Rain or shine, we out here! Gen Z and millennials make up 1/3 of the United States, but are nowhere near 1/3 of our government. All right, gonna go vote here at my polling location. Gonna cast my ballot for myself, which is a pretty surreal experience.
On election day, when the polls close, everyone's always around their cell phone, refreshing the page, waiting for the numbers to come in. And the numbers were looking really good for us early on, the first refresh, which is always where you want to be. And it felt really good, but there's always that sense of nerves because no matter what the gap is, no matter how much you're winning by, you're waiting until they call the race, right? Until they say you've won, because this is politics. Anything can happen, right? It's kind of like sports too. Your team could be winning and in the last seconds, your team can lose.
The results are in.
This is about the people versus the problems. If you believe in patriotism, see, patriotism is about loving your country, but it's more than that. It's about loving the people in your country. No matter who they love, no matter where they came from. That's true patriotism. And at the end of the day, it's about loving the oppressed more than you hate the oppressor. And that's the message for tonight.
That is the message for tonight. Love above all else, no matter who you are. And if you know our campaign, you know this. It's because it's about the fight for everything. 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 And then after that, that entire week was wild.
Last night, I was pleased to call Maxwell Frost, a 25-year-old who got elected, I guess the youngest man ever elected to the United States Congress.
All these different things really showed, wow, this is ramping up, but was really staying grounded in their work, Orlando. The good thing is the tides are changing in this country. So in my work and the work I do, it's so important to look at this as a movement, because it can't just be one person. There's not one politician that's gonna save us. It's not how it works, right? It's a movement of people coming together around common shared values and really talking with people with an open heart and open mind about the world we wanna build. So a lot of it is actually taking my dream or taking your dream and connecting it to other people's hopes and dreams. Well, it's the morning after election day. It's just surreal. Like, you know, I'm going online, I'm looking at all the amazing comments and messages people are sending me. And then I think about, you know, August 11th last year is when I launched this campaign, really by myself with some friends. And now I'm going to be a congressman. And yeah, I knew it would be an incredibly difficult journey, and it has been. You know, I lost my grandma during this, a really close person in my life. There were times where I didn't have a place to live, where I didn't have money to pay for, you know, my necessities. And it's a really inaccessible process, and no one should have to go through that to serve their community. But I don't say that out of pity, but I just say that because despite all that, we really pushed through. And I'm proud of myself, and I'm proud of the movement we built here. I'm proud of my family for really sticking by me, and it's off the Capitol Hill now. It's off the Capitol Hill now. Class photo. There we go. My office, here it is. And it's gonna be the place of the people. This isn't just my office, it's District 10's office. And we're gonna do everything. We're gonna have art everywhere. We're gonna have a record player. We're gonna do everything we can to make it, you know, feel like home and be a little different.